before the word, before the land. I was like a quiet breathing, moving through an unseen span. Before the mirror, before the face, before the voice they taught to speak. There was no story wrapped around me, nothing worn upon my skin. They gave me borders, shape and label, said this should be enough for you. But at night when all falls silent, something asks, is this still true? If I strip away the layers, all the habits, fears and roles, what is left inside still burning when all answers fall to null? Who was I before the name? Before this face I learned to wear, before guilt and before obedience, before all the must and more. Who was I before the name, before the world laid hands on me? Maybe I was only silence, trying now to breathe through flesh. I was taught to stand up straight, to smile at all the proper times, how to be for others someone who must never fade away. But within my heart another rhythm still is moving wild and deep. Not the one that longs for winning, but the one that longs to see. How many masks have I been wearing so they would not fear me here? How many times have I betrayed myself just to fit inside this world? And when all that I was told falls by evening into dust, will my truest face come rising like the moon from blackened water? Who was I before the name? Before this face I learned to wear, before guilt and before obedience, before all the must and more. Who was I before the name, before the world laid hands on me? Maybe I was only silence, trying now to breathe through flesh. I don't want to be a prisoner to the mirror of myself. I don't want to wear the crowns whose weight was never truly mine. If I walk through all the shadow, through the sleep that I was taught, maybe then I'll hear for the first time my original breath. Not the man that they kept naming, not the voice that fit them best, but the one who was already there long before the questions came. Who was I before the name, before time and before fear, before that small and binding sentence that was wrapped around my life? Who was I before the name, before desire and before loss? Maybe I was only fire covered over by a shadow. Who was I before the name? Tonight I will not run away, let all that is joy fall from me. Maybe then I'll finally remain. And when morning comes in silence, I will not ask who they see in me. I will only ask whether the one who lived before the name is still alive in